sweet friends, and welcome back to today's video. So I haven't seen you since last year. What's up? Happy New Year, guys. Hope you like the new intro. I am doing today's video taken from Lainey Ozark. So she just did a video for ins and outs of 2024 for fashion, and it was more so based on things that weren't trends. So I really liked the way she presented it, and I'm gonna take her idea but do my own flip on it from my own experiences. Without further ado, let's get into my ins and outs of the fashion world for 2024. We're gonna start with the ins. The first one is going to be oversized everything. I know this might be a little cliche for some, but especially as I get older and I look for comfort in more of my pieces, I find that oversized is generally what I reach for. I'm not so much reaching for skin tight clothing anymore, and I don't really go out like that to be wearing stuff like that anyway. So a lot of my wardrobe tends to be oversized. I'm going to say maybe if you're in the millennial range of people that you might agree with this. Don't take any of this too seriously. This is mostly just my opinion. So I'm just here to give you guys some help and guidance and hopefully make you feel more confident. All right, moving on. Number 2 for the ins is buying only the items that make you feel 10 out of 10. I even catch myself doing this. I get really enamored by something that I see in the store when I'm thrifting especially, and I don't really take the extra time to think if this piece makes me feel 10 out of 10 when I put it on. Even in the changing room, sometimes I'm really flipping through, going really fast and just trying to, I don't know, get it swept up in the dopamine hit of it all, I guess you could say. But when it comes down to it, especially as I brought in the new year and I'm doing a thrifting video on my other channel soon, that thrifting video, I really was careful to see how I felt in the piece. There were other questions I asked myself, of course, but one of the most important things is that whatever you put on your body, you feel like you could wear that with anything you style, and that it makes you feel so confident that you're just exuding bright light. I don't know. I really take fashion to another level, guys. Don't mind me. All right, number 3 is being your authentic self when you dress. Authenticity, guys. I'm probably gonna have a few that bounce off of each other as well, so side note, keep that in mind. It's important to find your personal style and exude that when you dress, and don't be afraid if it makes other people uncomfortable, is all I'm saying. Just do you. Number 4 for ins is gifting and giving to people in need rather than donating your clothes that you don't want anymore to a thrift store. I did a little bit of research on where a lot of the clothes end up that go to thrift stores, and a lot of them still end up overseas and in our water and just overall end up polluting the earth. So if you are able to gift your used clothes, I don't know, I like doing thrifted boxes for the holidays and for birthdays. You can gift them or even give to shelters in need, maybe to a woman's shelter. Wherever you can go where you know the pieces will actually get used and not end up back in pollution rotation. It is sad that the US does produce as much as they do, not only for food, but clothing. And I just think it's a little bit more helpful to keep in mind that a lot of the time the clothes that you're donating may not actually be helping the environment. 5 is dressing for your color palette. Again, guys, do not take this too seriously. I find that dressing for your color palette really makes you look brighter. I don't know if it's an internal thing or an external thing in combination, but find what your color palette is, find the colors that look really good on you, and dress in those colors. Obviously, I'm not saying don't ever dress in other colors, but it does, I think, help with your confidence when you dress. 6, this is gonna be an extra one, guys. What's in? Come on, Doc Martens every year for forever. I don't care who you are. Even the people that I watch always say, oh yeah, I wanted to get rid of my Doc Martens. I wanted to get rid of my Doc Martens, but you know, they don't, because they're just a staple piece that elevates any outfit. And I will stand by that. I will stand by Doc Martens being timeless, because their boots are timeless. Most of them are. Obviously you have a few outliers, but they are a timeless boot. Number 6, of course, for this channel is going to be Doc Martens, always in style. The outs. All right, we have 5. So for the first out, impulse purchasing. So I want to say that we all do this. I do this. Everybody does it. But particularly with clothing, you see it on an influencer or you see it on somebody, a piece of clothing, shoes, whatever. Maybe it's even like a home good. I don't know. And you immediately are like, I need to have that. You click purchase and then you end up not using it or forgetting about it. So we're all culprits of this. But really, I think being more conscious of what we're consuming has been in and impulse purchasing has been out. Number 2 is dressing for other people's comfort instead of your own. This is out, guys. Do not give a crap what anybody thinks where you're going. Dress the way that makes you feel the most confident, makes you look the best, makes you look your 10 out of 10. Do not worry if you're offending other people. Be your vibe, be who you are. It feels really, really good. Number 3 for the outs is thinking about your size and letting it affect your confidence when you dress. I have worked in retail for the past 5 years, and I can't tell you how many times I have had customers, especially women, particularly women, come up to me and tell me that, oh man, the 8s just didn't fit. I had to size all the way up to a 10. And I'm like, girl, don't worry about it. They'll call themselves fat, all these things. And it's just like, size is so relative. Like, there's so many ways that clothing is made, and the more you thrift, the less you will stray away from worrying about what size you are, because you'll see that pieces are cut so differently and sizes are going to vary depending on how you want a piece to fit. It has nothing to do with you being fat, ugly, whatever. I don't know, people, I'm sorry, women especially just get too caught up in that, and we need to just pay more attention to how the piece makes us feel instead of what size we are. Doesn't matter. Size doesn't matter. I cannot stress that enough, guys. I have clothing in sizes 0 and I have clothing in sizes 10, especially vintage pieces, sometimes 10 to 12. I have tops that are a size extra small up to a size XXL. Again, size doesn't matter. Number 4 is following trends based on what fast fashion tells you. Obviously, this is a fashion channel. Obviously, I follow certain trends, the trends that I like. But don't, for example, walk into a store and think that, oh, that's on the mannequin. Oh, that's what they're selling. Oh, that's what they're pushing. That's what I have to wear. If not, I'm not cool. I'm not trendy. I'm not dressing the way that I should be dressing. No, stop. Stop letting the media and fast fashion influence your opinions. Find out your style. And I will say and reiterate, the best way to do this is to go thrifting. It is your world of experimental findings, and you are going to really, really hone in on your style by being open to thrifting and also help the environment. The last one for outs is skin tight clothing. All right, that may be a hot take. And I'm going to also follow this up by saying, if you love skin tight clothing and that makes you feel comfortable, rock it, girl. Do you rock your skin tight clothing? But for being comfortable, I think it's important to really think about certain pieces that may be super, super tight. Again, going back to being comfortable, because as I get older, comfort and functionality really, really takes more of a high priority for me in my dressing. Yes, hot take, guys, skin tight clothing being out for 2024. Let me know what you guys think of these ins and outs. I hope you liked them. I want to hear your opinions. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe down below. Thank you guys so much for being here. And one last thing, don't be perturbed by the tree behind me. I'm going to keep this up because it is a real tree. She's going to thrive until she dies. I'll talk to you in the next video on Sunday. Super excited, guys. Peace.